Hello, hello, hello. Forgive my squeaky chair. Hi, Paige. How are you? I came on a few minutes early. I figured by the time I type everything in and let people come on, it'll be time. And I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. Hi, Nix. Hey. So in case you guys didn't know what I look like and didn't see the Facebook, that's me. Such that I am. My day was okay. I got a walk in with my daughter, although it was supposed to be like 54, but there was a breeze and it was a little nippy, but we did it. We took a nice walk and we got to chat for a little bit, so that was good. Always love walking with my daughter or going to the gym with her, but walking outside, we have more chance to converse. Yeah, it didn't break the lens, so I guess it's not that bad. Actually, it's a pretty good picture of me. Such that they are. I am not photogenic, but maybe that's just how I look. I don't know. I've never taken good pictures, though. Well, it says we have 8 people on, so that's good. We have a busy agenda tonight. We do. Now, of course, the first thing I need, I don't know, here it is. I didn't know what I did with. Okay. What time is it? Nope, I'm going to wait 2 more minutes because it's not 7 o'clock yet. So are you guys doing crafting today or just chilling or busy with house stuff and little one stuff? And okay, so hi Philomena. Sorry I didn't find your person, but there were about 900 people in Hartford and I wouldn't have even known where to look other than the registration line under the S's, but the lines were really long too. No crafting. Oh, okay. Are you still out of town or are you back already? It's chilly where you are too, Nix? Wow. Yeah, the southern part of the country has been getting some chill in the air lately too. So you're home now. That's good. Glad you made it home safely. Oh. Hi, Clay. How's everybody? This is me at On Stage, just in case you can't tell. Some people have never seen me, although I did have 1 or 2 videos where I showed my face. Right now, I could not video with my face showing because the rest of the room and the house is one complete disaster. 47, we had 54, or, well, I don't think it made it to 54, maybe 52 today, but like I said, it was breezy. So when I walked with my daughter at lunchtime, it was a little nippy, but we walked kind of fast and got a little, momentum going there and worked up, kept us warm a little bit, I guess. Another cold front. I don't even know what the weather is the rest of the week. I'm just assuming it's going to be cold, but I haven't looked for precipitation or anything, so I'm hoping there's none. This week is a little weird. I'm switching days, I think, to tomorrow to go see Mom because there's a thing I usually push her around at. It's like a little country store. I think I mentioned it before. And she likes me to take her, and they usually do that on Thursdays. But they're having some other outing or something on Thursday, and some people don't want to miss the country store, so they're switching it to Wednesday. So I'm switching my Thursday to Wednesday as well. And so I won't get any crafting or much crafting done tomorrow either, which isn't good. Hi, Leafa. Yay. Leafa is now my immediate upline, folks. So welcome Leafa in. And thank you, whoever gave me the thumbs up already. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. It's 7:01, so we can start. And Linnea, who gave me this, can't be on tonight, but she said she'll watch the replay. And it came in handy, right? So that's me. And yeah, by me. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is the drawing for the $5 off coupon, which is good between November 25th and December 13th. So you can't use it in the next thing we'll talk about, but we'll do this drawing. And there were 5 comments, but only 4 answered the question of, you know, what do you want to see me do this week? Which was, the options were show my on-stage stuff, High Zeus light art. So that was option 1. Option 2 was make holiday cards, and option 3 was make birthday cards. And just about everybody said, we want it all. So we're going to get to cards towards the end, and I'm going to do a little twist. I'm going to make a holiday birthday card. So there, we'll have it all. Oh, well, we're getting ready to do I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so Tuesday nights I do stuff about Stampin' Up. So the first thing we do usually, which is what I'm getting ready to do, is a drawing for the people that commented properly on last week's live when it went up as a video. And we had 4. And the first one, number 1, is Lisa Douglas. Number 2 is Elena for Crafts. Number 3 is Stamp Girl. And number 4 is Nick's Crafty Corner. So let me put them in the little thingy. And then I want to talk about YouTube just a little bit and what my plan is at the moment, because there's a lot of stuff going on YouTube, you know, right now. Okay, so we have 4 people in the bucket. I'm gonna just go like that. They can't hop out, I hope. I'm turning away, guys. I'm turning away. Can't even feel them there. We'll pick this one. So yeah, I want to talk about YouTube a little bit. Well, Nix, it's a good thing I didn't mail your other stuff out yet, because this week you won. You didn't jinx yourself this week. So you get a $5 off coupon for Stampin' Up products. I'll obviously write the code in. And let's see, November 25th, which is the end of next week. I will probably email that to you and get the other stuff in the mail. Okay? You're welcome. So I'll get that. I'll email that to you when we're done tonight. So because it'll be faster. And all you need is the code, which is right here, to enter in. I didn't show that. To enter into the system to take $5 off your order. And don't forget to use Lisa Douglas's host code for her party if you do it before November 30th. Okay? So that's the first order of business. So let's talk about YouTube. You know, there's this whole COPPA, COPPA thing going on. Well, I don't know for sure, AZ Crafter, but here's my take. Okay, I did a little bit of checking, and I've watched a few videos with people that do like toy reviews and stuff, and they're really going to be impacted. Okay, so YouTube's given us basically 3 options. You can say all your videos are intended for children as an audience, or none of your videos are intended for children as an audience. Or you can go back and from the very first video you ever made, pick and choose. You know, like this one is intended for audience children, and this one is not. Blah, blah, blah. So my understanding is, and I don't have any notes in front of me, so please check other, you know, real information like the policies and stuff. My understanding is that any videos that are designated as intended for children as an audience they will not have ads, so they won't be monetized. You'll lose revenue on them, right? Okay. The comments will be turned off. You can't use end screens. You know, those things at the end of my videos where it's like, click on me to subscribe, click on other videos. Those will be gone for those videos. So basically, you can make a video, it's intended for children, but there will be zero interaction and zero revenue if you're monetized from any of those videos. Okay. So then the flip side of that is you can designate all your videos and lives, by the way, as not intended for children as an audience, which is what I've done so far. But if the FTC or apparently YouTube come check on you and find a video they believe is intended for an audience and you didn't, a children audience, and you didn't designate it that way, you can be subject to fines up to, I've heard two different figures. One was $43,000 per video and the other one was $48,000 per video. But I don't understand the up to part. How do they, I mean, is it based on number of views on your video? Okay. Anyway, you can be penalized big time. I already saw one crafter leave YouTube, took down all their videos. They're gone. They just decided it wasn't worth it. They had some things, they were a crafter, but some of the things they did, you know, maybe would be children's DIYs or something. I can understand the people that do miniature doll houses and stuff like that. They're going to be a problem because, you know, if you're playing with dolls and you're an adult, your audience is generally going to be a younger audience. Well, that's the whole question, Nix. I mean, I like mine to be family friendly, but for example, and I was talking with my daughter about this today when we were walking. I said, I don't know what to do because I went back. I started to go through my videos back from 2017 in January is when I started. I think you're probably all right too, Zeus, unless it would be like comic art that children might like or something. You know, I don't know, but I don't think yours is. Anyway, one of my early videos, like it might have been like video number 10 or 20 or something, I made two pocket letters, and it says right in the description, sharing pocket letters I made for my granddaughters. Well, does that mean it's intended for a child's audience? I don't think my granddaughters watched it. My daughter might have, and if my granddaughters watched it, they watched it with their mom because they're not allowed on YouTube without a parent being around. What? All art and crafting videos are considered for kids? See that? That's not right. If that's true, then we're all toast. I don't think that's right because my videos are primarily card making, and most young people are not going to be making cards or doing paper crafts, that kind of stuff. I'm not training or teaching children, and I can prove that because I went back to my analytics from the beginning of when I started crafting on YouTube, and I have not had any views from anyone under 25, and the 25 to 34 categories, like some ridiculously low percentage, like 0.3% or something. And everybody else, the majority of my viewers since January of 2017 have fallen into the 35 to, you know, like 70 or something age range. I forget what the right numbers are. There's 3 categories in there. But if they group all crafts, art and crafting videos as for kids, that's not right. And we do need to fight that. Well, it is crafting education, but there can be crafting education for adults and there can be crafting education for children. They're 2 different things. And so I know that there's at least one petition going out there, but I haven't really looked at it, and I guess I need to, because if they're grouping all arts and crafts as for children, then like I said, we're toast. I think I would like to write to YouTube and get a clarification on that. Yeah. So anyway, all my videos except for, well, I need to do another backup, but all of mine, before I upload, I save them on my hard drive, and then I take them off and put them on a separate drive. So, if they shut me down, which I'd rather have than a huge fine for sure, especially per video, because I've got over 1,200 videos, then I'm gonna have to do something else. And my plan is, if that happens, if I find out that's what I have to do, shut myself down, then I plan on taking my Stampin' Up stuff and any jewelry making stuff to Facebook until they get in trouble. And honestly, for the rest of the crafting, I just don't know. I mean, I might not do it anymore. I'll just do what, my Stampin' Up and my jewelry, I guess. Okay, let me catch up on comments here. Yeah, well, not there. Well, to me, the gamers and the toy reviews, like I said, those are the ones that kids nowadays want to watch, is the games and the toys and stuff. Right, they have a YouTube Kids channel, but I guess those ads are geared towards kids, whereas on YouTube proper, they're not all. So if kids under 13, children I should call them, are watching ads intended for adults, that's like a no-no too, and I get that. But maybe I can put an age restriction on every one of my videos and says intended for 18 and up, along with the no, it's not intended for children. It's not just monetization though, Clay. There's no comments allowed when they when they say it's for children only. There's no comments. There's no linking to other videos. So basically, you make a video, you have no idea who's watching it, if anybody saw it at all. It's like talking to yourself. So why bother, right? Why bother? Hi, Justine. We're just talking about YouTube a little bit. So anyway, until this, I know we have till December 10th. I have all my videos marked as not intended for child audience, for children. So I'm going to just lay back low now and watch for a while and see how this starts progressing up until December 10th. And if it looks like they really are going to go through with all crafting, all art or whatever is intended for children audiences, then guys, I'm going to shut down. I'm going to have to just go in my Facebook group and do videos in there or something, because I can't afford to be penalized anything, let alone up to 43,000 or 48,000 or whatever it is per video. I mean, you want to put somebody on Medicaid immediately, or not Medicaid, welfare, there you go. I'll be there because I'll have to sell my house and live on the street. It's just, that's what'll happen. So for now, for the next, through Thanksgiving, I'm going to be here, and hopefully I'll be here a long time after that. But so I'm playing it by ear. What a thing to do, especially this time of year, right? I don't know. Yeah, a lot are shutting down. I only know Beady Bum Bum. Beady Bum Bum. I think her name was Elizabeth or something. I saw she left. I don't know who else. So if you know any of our friends, if we still want to share as a collab, we can go unlisted and share the link with each other. I don't know. Can we? Are we allowed to do that? I don't know. If they shut me down or I shut me down, there won't be any videos there. I won't be doing it at all. So, Sandy who? Oh, decorate your life. Wow. See, I don't think her stuff is made for kids. She does a lot of journals and stuff, right? Yes, I will do that. And I actually did, it was last week though. I read briefly the regulations, but I'll do that search. And 'cause I know there was another guy, like I said, I was watching a guy who does toy reviews, and then he also does like music reactions, which is how I found him, through Pentatonics music reviews. And he said, truthfully, his channel is probably going to be nothing but Pentatonics music reviews from now on, or other music reviews. I think it's vague as well. And I think, honestly, my opinion is, like I said, the gamers and the toy reviews, or possibly the crafters that are basically playing with toys, dolls, doll clothes, anybody like collecting dolls or making doll clothes, or yeah. Yeah, Happy Mail's another thing. And Paige and I do the stamps with the little ladies on them. And I did a thumbnail to start with for next year, and I think that's gonna definitely be changed because it had pictures of those stamps on it. Well, those stamps are all little ladies, so we're definitely going to have to change that. And I don't even know that those would attract children, because not that many children under the age of 13 are interested in stamping, period. I can't interest my grandkids in it that much. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with YouTube. It's very depressing, and I don't really want to talk about it too much more because it just gets me upset. Yeah, right now, all I've done is clicked on none of my videos are intended for children, and we'll see what happens. You know what? And YouTube is going to be hurt too, because if all these people either A, lose revenue, that means YouTube's not going to get that revenue, or B, leave, then YouTube's not going to get any revenue, and it's going to have less views and all that stuff. They're going to be financially in trouble at some point, I think, because this is really going to hurt them. So, well, Zeus Light, I said this earlier, but if you put not for children and FTC or YouTube disagree with you, they can override that and you can still get fined. And they can shut you down. Yes, and see, that's my thing, Dawn. I went on, I said, but YouTube even tells me no children are watching my videos. In fact, no young adults below the age of 25 are watching my videos, and very few in the 25 to 34 age range. It's like 0.3% since when I was doing this in January 2017. So, yeah, check your analytics and see if you've got a lot of children watching your videos that you can tell are children, then you've got an issue. You've got to go back through every video since you made them and designate them as either made for children or not. Yes, it's a catch-22. So that's where we're at. I don't know what's going to happen. Right now, that's how I'm playing it, that I do not have content that's for children. And I marked all my videos that way, and I'm spot checking them as I have time. Yeah, I mean, I was even thinking like the guy that does the reactions to the music, and all those music videos. I mean, kids listen to music, and they watch music videos. Are they gonna shut all the music people down that have millions of views? I don't know. So yeah, for now, I'm just designated all my videos as not for children. I don't believe I have any with toys in them or things that might attract children. I'm going to go back and double check all my titles and my descriptions as I have time, which isn't very much between now and December 10th. And you know, I don't know what else to do. So yeah. So we'll see. And if YouTube comes out with clarifications, great. Ironically, YouTube sent me a survey. I guess they did for a lot of people. We want to hear your opinion. And I could not open that survey because, boy, they're going to get an earful. Like, I understand why they're doing it, but it's too broad. It's way too broad. It's not right. Oh my gosh, Justine. Yeah. Oh, see, now it just doesn't make sense. Are those kids from Camp Kangaroo watching it? I mean, it's benefiting children, yes. So anything that's going to benefit children, whether or not children are watching it, you know, that's a fine line too. Right. Everything is just, yeah, no free speech, right? No free anything. You can't even do things you like to do anymore. Anyway, okay, off my soapbox for now, but it's an important issue, and I just wanted to let you know that's where I'm at with it at the moment. Yeah, do that. If you get, I don't know that they will. They sent, that survey went out to creators, they call them. So creators can't be creative, apparently. So anyway, I'm so mad. Okay, so that was number 2 on my thing. Okay, business. Down to business. No 13-year-olds. No 18-year-olds. No one under 18. You're welcome, Dawn. Well, that's what I'm thinking, but now maybe I'll be one of those that gets a $43,000 fine. I don't know. I can't imagine. There has to be a formula for how much they would fine us, first of all. But yeah, and I saw on Instagram there's actually a channel called, well, she's in YouTube, called Crafty Creators with a Z. And basically her advice is check with your attorney if you're not sure. Well, I don't have an attorney, and I don't have the funds to go pay an attorney to review all this crap for me. I have a little background in contracts and things like that, so I can read fine print and probably figure it out for myself. But the advice part is what I would want. Yeah, go to your attorney. Yep. Yeah. You're welcome. Sorry. Wing it just like life. Yeah. Okay, on to business. Online extravaganza starts tomorrow. This is a sale by Stampin' Up, and I'm going to show you, well, generally speaking, it's 15% off ink pads and cardstock, but only in the neutrals, and I'll tell you what those colors are, and the regals, the 2018 to 20 in colors, which are Blueberry Bushel, Call Me Clover, Pineapple Punch, Grapefruit Grove, and Lovely Lipstick. And 2019 to 2021 in colors, except Purple Posy ink. The cardstock is in there. That should say ink. And then also, they have take additional 5% off the original 10% discount on 8 bundles. And I'm going to show you 7 of those bundles because I have them. And the other one I'll show you a picture of. The grouping of neutral classic stamp pads, which in the catalog, just in case you don't know, let me bring it out. Let me show you the neutrals. Here's the neutrals, right? These are the colors. Over on the side here, they have the neutrals classic Stampin' pad. So it's all 10 of the colors grouped together, and you get a 10% discount. So now they're giving you an additional 5% off, but only for the neutrals, the regals, which are these colors here. They're the fall, Christmas kind of colors, and also deep purples. And also the 2018 to 20 in color classic, which are, again, these colors: Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. And we're going to be using Blueberry Bushel tonight later, hopefully. So those are on sale. Here's the list. If you have any questions, I can tell you. But I wanted to show you the bundles mostly. Oh, and the cardstock too. It's not just the ink. So the, hang on. Okay, over here. Like here, the neutrals cardstock, any of these in this 8.5 by 11 column, the 12 by 12 neutrals pack, and I think that's it. Okay, no, there's this is a pack of 20 sheets to each of 10 colors, but also the colors listed over here, which is 24 sheets of each color. There's a different number for each one. This is a pack of 2 each of all 10 colors, and this is as well, but it's 12 by 12, and that's 8.5 by 11. So if you need cardstock, now's a good time to stock up because they're going to be 15% off. But just for the neutrals, the Regals, the 2018 to 20, and also the 2019 to 21. It says except Purple Posy, but they listed Purple Posy cardstock. I think they meant just the ink on that. So the cardstock is 15% off. Okay? Hope that made sense. They don't sell the small ones. Well, what they do is they sell the and the ink refills are not included in that. They sell, if I can find them, they should be near here somewhere. They sell the little spots, but they're blank, and then you buy the refills. You know, the Stampin' spots like you get in Paper Pumpkin, which, by the way, arrived today, and I haven't had a chance to even open it yet. I got it at 4:40 p.m. today. So, and I've been seeing that other people are putting up alternatives yet, and it's driving me nuts. My post office had it since Friday. I was so mad. Anyway. Well, they don't anymore. They haven't since 2018. They sell, like I said, the blanks, the uninked ones. I'm trying to find them for you because I don't remember the number. And then you buy the re-inkers and you can ink them. Here, they're probably here. Yeah, here. Uninked Stampin' spots, you get a pack of 5 for $9. And then if you buy the refills of whatever colors you want, you can re-ink them all you want. No, you will not be able to get a refill, Clay. And if you have issues with that, you should probably just call customer service directly and mention that you are unhappy that you have an ink pad now that can't be refilled, and what will they do about it for you? That's my advice on that. Okay, so let me show you the bundles that are on special. And these are, now remember, with Stampin' Up, when you get a bundle, it's 10% off the combined stamp and die or Stampin' Punch set. Okay, and now they're taking an additional 5% off that. So these are the ones that I have. The first one is, let me move this for a minute. Parcels and Petals. I did use this before a while ago, but I did use it. Let me show you the dies. This has these pretty dies, but it also made a little box. I don't know if I have any right here. Hang on. No, I put them somewhere else finally. I had them on my Big Shot tray, but hi, Brandy. You missed our whole discussion on YouTube. Grr. Nick's Crafty Corner one. We had 4 people. It was you. Oh gosh, Stamp Girl, Elena for Crafts. I think she was 2. Stamp Girl was 3, and Nick's Crafty Corner and Nick's 1. Oh. Anyway, yeah, we had a discussion on this whole YouTube mess with Kappa, so check it out and let us know what you're going to do. So anyway, this makes a really cute little box, and we did make a couple of them a while back. I'll have to use it again soon. And it also comes with this really pretty, I love the font in this one. So that one, let me get you the number as the bundle though. I don't have it written down. That one is number, Parcels and Petals, 151107. Okay, so that's that one. Back on the floor you go. And then we have Path of Petals bundle. This is photopolymer. The other one was cling. And that one is number 151131. This is like thank you and sympathy and best wishes for like a wedding. I've used this different ways before, and let me see what the dies are for you. Yeah, unearthing my craft space is a problem. I have piles everywhere around me, so it's really bad. I need to spend time in December. Oh, this one. Remember I did those wedding cards with the champagne foil, if you've been following me, and they turned out really pretty. They went to my mom's nursing home for sale, to be for sale, for them to sell, not me. I donated them. So yeah, because I don't have anybody getting married. Oh. Well, Lisa, you should have been getting stuff pop up all the time, but probably maybe they're just giving the messages in like full force to, I don't think so, because it says all creators. I've been getting messages pop up every time I try and put a video up that says you have to designate every video or tell us if none of them are geared towards children or all of them are. And I finally got tired of seeing it and clicked none of mine are, and I don't think they are. So anyway, Path of Petals bundle, which is both of these together. Normally 43, now will be 40.85, and that first one normally was 50.25, now 47.74. Okay, next one. Free as a Bird bundle. And this one, it's this stamp set. Sorry for the glare. Let me put that up a little bit. Didn't help much. There we go. It's that stamp set, but the dies are the stitched nested label dies, which I reused very recently. And I don't have any of those cards to show you because they got swapped. Most all of them did. All but one of my cards got swapped, and that one I brought back because I want to send it out to somebody. Anyway, this is normally $51.25. And it's on sale for $48.69. So it's and that's the 10% and then 5% more off. So it's a good time to think about it if you would like those. I really like the stitched nested label dies, and of course I love the birds. Okay, the next one is Dino Days, which is the only one in this grouping that I don't have. But the bundle is a stamp and die set, and the dies, well, I'll show you the stamp set. The stamp set is the dinosaurs, which I really think is adorable, but I just don't have anybody except maybe Clay that I could send those kind of cards to. Huh. I don't know what to tell you, Lisa. Check your You have to go into your Creator Studio and look in Settings and then Defaults. I think that's where it is because I went in there looking for something else and I found that. There's not a literal nest die. Yeah, not yet. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so the next one is Band Together with this beautiful big flower, and I love the font in these too. And then this is the one that has bands. Sorry. And it has another, you know, like this thing. It has this label with like a band. So it looks like ribbon coming off your label without having to use ribbon, basically. It also has a couple, like this goes with this. This doesn't really go with this. And then it's just got some other, this goes with the flower, the big flower. And this goes with this leaf. And this is just extra leaves and stuff. So lots of nice dies in that one. That is on sale. It's normally $54.75 and it's on sale for $52.01. How much was the dino set? Hang on. The dino set normally is $50.25. It has a lot of dies with it to cut out all those dinosaurs, and it's on sale for $47.74. And it's item number, the bundle is item number 151139. Yes. Oh, I'm missing another one. Sorry. Well, Band Together's item number 151076. That's what I'm showing now. I did miss another one I don't have, so I lied. There's 2 that I don't have out of this 8. There's only 8 on sale. Okay, so let me get this one. The other one that's on sale that I don't have is called Memorable Mosaic Bundle. I think that's towards the front. Hang on. No, it's not that one. Let me look it up. It's been a while since I looked in the front of this catalog. By the way, the annual catalog is still going till next June, and the holiday catalog is going till December 30th. Okay, the Memorable Mosaic. I actually got the punch, but I didn't get the stamp set. It's on page 119. So I'll show you the punch in a minute. So that one is a Stampin' Punch. 119. And the stamp set looks like this right here. Oops. This. And so this goes with the punch, which is the, let me make sure this is right. Yeah, Timeless Label Punch, which looks like that or that, depending on how you want to look at it. Help, you can't do this? But see, I don't, does that work page? Will they still? Lisa, I don't know. I don't use my phone to record, so you're going to have to talk to somebody else who does. Yeah, overall, I'm not either, Brandy, but somebody else earlier said that they were saying that all arts and crafts videos are going to be considered for children. And if that's the case, I'm out of here. Because, you know, and I was talking to my daughter about it today, and, you know, where I've mentioned my granddaughter and you know, granddaughters, I made them pocket letters or something, but I wasn't intending the video for them. I was intending it for people who would like to make things for their grandchildren or whatever. So does that count? I don't know. A child appealing, right? Are they child appealing? Yeah, so I don't know. So anyway, No, it isn't safe for children unless, well, yeah, I agree with you. And also, Brandy, what I had said is I went in and checked my analytics. I don't have any viewers under the age of 25. So I'm not really, as far as YouTube is telling me, from the time I started making videos, I went back and did a lifetime search. So if YouTube's analytics are wrong, then I can't help that. But they're telling me that no children watch my videos. So how could they possibly say my content is for children? No. So anyway. Okay. So next up is band together. We get Bloom and Grow. Bloom and Grow is the next one. It's this one. And this is bundle number 151069. Really pretty. In fact, I've been wanting to use this again some more soon. I probably will be soon. And here are the dies. It cuts out all these florals that you color in. You've got some wavy looking things here and some little flowers and some these things cut out too. All of these 4 things here. So yeah, really cute. Really cute. Pretty flowers. I love flowers. I wear flowers in my hair, flowers everywhere, except my yard flowers are mostly dead now. I don't know. Anyway, Bloom. I can't grow flowers, but I love looking at them. This is photopolymer, by the way. And one more set, guys. And that is To a Wild Rose. This was from $1 Million Achiever. And it's a multi-step stamping. So you don't have to use a stamparatus because it is photopolymer, but you may want to. That's true, Brandy. Reading backwards up here. Yeah, exactly. Like, what kid is going to come and watch this? I mean, seriously? Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty one. And the dies, they're all pretty to me. That's why I got them. But let me show you the dies. Okay, it has this die, which isn't part of the stamp, obviously. It has a label. It's got the thing to cut out the leaves here, which are also multi-step. It's got this to cut out the rows that you stamp. It also has another one you can cut out with just paper, and you could use that in the center or separately. And then it's got its own other leaf and this sort of almost heart-shaped little leaves thing too. And then there's also a stamp in here for the center of the flower. Oh, there's even that to cut out. There's the thing for the center of the flower. And this really pretty thing I need to use on a card soon. Border, I guess it would be called. Your bank account makes it easy. Yes, I have trouble deciding, which is why I end up with too much stuff. And then my credit card goes ka-ching and gets mad at me. Well, it doesn't get mad at me, but the banks probably love me because I pay on time and stuff, but I'm strapping myself. Oh, and here's my proof. See, this is the YouTube printout. See, 13 to 17, 0, 18 to 24, 0, 25 to 34, 0.2%. So the majority of my viewers actually are right here, 55 to 64, and the next group is 45 to 54, and then I've got 65 and over. So, and 35 to 44 even is only like 3.9%. So there's no way I think they could come back at me and say, your videos are all intended for children, or some of them are, because children are watching, because they're not. Well, I don't know if I would have. I might have done some crafting at 12, but back then we had classes like home ec and everybody was doing stuff like that. Well, you have to, Brandy. They're going to make you pick either none of your videos or all of your videos. It kept, you know, by December 10th, you have to pick. So, I know. Well, none of mine are intended for children, and I have evidence that clearly they weren't because they're not watching. I know they don't say are watching, but that to me is proof that my intent was not an audience that included children, because my audience isn't children. And if it had been intended to be children and no children were watching and I wanted them to be, I would have stopped making videos a long time ago. Well, yes, I understand that, AZ Crafter, but to me, that is a problem with the parenting then. So, now my one granddaughter is allowed to watch YouTube Kids or something. I don't even know what it's called. It's a separate YouTube platform. Even that is limited and everything. So anyway, back to business, guys. The online extravaganza starts tomorrow, goes through Friday, and then it's gone. So if you want any of these pretty bundles or neutrals, regals, 2018 to 20 and 2019 to 21, cardstock or inks, now's the time to get them. I probably am going to place another order just because a few of my colors are getting low and I can't pass up getting that discount. Plus I get my demonstrator discount. So, which is a nice thing if anybody's interested in being a demonstrator. Okay, so let me put this stuff away. Okay, what's next on our list? Lisa's party, we already talked about. I did want to just remind people of the prizes that are available from me, because I didn't do that last week and I had a lot of newer people. Okay, so in addition to my, you know, I send out handmade cards and thank you cards and some retired ribbon depending on your level of order and so forth. That'll happen no matter what. But also in November, any order is going to be eligible to be put in a drawing for these holiday rhinestones. They're beautiful colors. They include, I forget, I think this is Blueberry Bushel, Coastal Cabana, Shaded Spruce, Cherry Cobbler, and Pumpkin Pie. Pretty sure I got those right. Beautiful. I love their rhinestones. Yeah, bling, bling, bling. The sale is from tomorrow through Friday. That's it. It's only a 3-day sale. It's a pop-up online extravaganza. Yeah, bling, bling. I love bling. I love this bling. So that is a drawing. Anybody that places an order. If you place an order $50 or more, you'll be entered in a drawing for this By the Bay stamp set. And I think I had said I used these two. It's gently used, but you can see they're barely used. I think I used them once, maybe twice. What do you mean, Lisa? Tell you about your viewers. We can't see your analytics. We could probably tell you how many subscribers you have by looking at your channel, but we can't tell you your analytics. You're going to have to get that app like somebody suggested, I think. So anyway, $50 orders before shipping and handling and tax, you'll be entered in a drawing for this, obviously, as well as this. 2 different drawings, though. And then lastly, $75 and up, you'll be entered in a drawing for this bundle, which is the owl, the still night with the owl and the branch, and then the owl dies, which I'll show again. One second. My fingers aren't wanting to pull it out. Okay, here it is. So you have the die that cuts out the branch, the die that cuts out the owl that you stamp, a different owl, some pine needle leaves, a little, I guess you could use that as a moon. It's more of an ovally shaped moon or a window or something. You got some snowflakes, you got 4 pine branch thingies, and then a label here. So it's a nice, oh, that could be a label too. Duh. It's a nice set. I used it probably once or twice last holiday season. That's what this is from. And so the stamps and dies are gently used. Probably the dies were used more than the stamps, honestly. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, this was used and this and this. I might have used them all once or twice, but they're pretty clean. You know me, I clean my stamps as I use them. Okay, we might have to take that discussion to later. Okay, so those are the, well, one more. I also decided to, for $50 and up, add this, I think I had shown this last time, this Follow Your Art product share, which has papers, sampling of the papers, you know, sampling of the felt pieces and ribbon and washi, and some cardstock that coordinates with it. So that's in here, and it tells you what the colors are and how much washi and what's in the little bag. This is from the Follow Your Art suite from the annual catalog. So that's another drawing. So I have basically for over 50, you're in for the rhinestones, the By the Bay, and this Follow Your Art. And then for over 75, you're in for all of those, plus the Night Owl, Still Night set. Okay? That makes sense? I have to figure out how I'm going to do all that. Yeah, they are cute. And there is a stamp set that goes with it, but well then, Lisa, maybe they don't have enough demographics on you because you haven't been making that many videos for a long time. I don't know. So anyway. Okay. So that's that part. Now, a couple more things for business, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. The trimmer is still available to all of you. I mean, it is now available to all of you as of November 1. I've been using it, and my blades are still good. You do have to push and go up and down if you're scoring, I have found. And I really like this lip here because if you're cutting 12 by 12, that is exactly 6 inches. So if you want to cut your 12 by 12 to 6 inches, that little lip where the arm ends is exactly 6 inches. And this line here is exactly 5.5. So I really love that. If you need to change your blades once they have blades available, which should be January, well, it will be January. They're easy to come out, and you need to be careful when you're taking the cutting blade out of the thing to exchange it, because it is a bigger blade than the old one and it is sharper. So just be careful, be very careful, and like push it away from you so that you don't cut yourself. That's my only other thing. And it's $25, not a bad price. Let's see, do I have the item number? 152392 for a nice trimmer and scoring tool. Okay, so that's that one. Don't forget about the clearance rack. Not just everything is rosy, which is in the clearance rack, but there's other stuff out there too. So be sure to check out the clearance rack. It has not been refreshed lately, so everything is rosy is still in there as of this morning anyway. Right, it's not a bad price for that trimmer, and yeah, I really like it for the money, especially. And so everything is rosy as a product medley. I've shown it many times before. Still have a lot of it because it comes with 48 designer series rose gold foiled papers, 8 6x6 rose gold foil sheets, 2 things of ribbon, Night of Navy, metallic edge with rose gold metallic edge, the ruched, what color is this? Melon Mambo. Comes with the champagne shimmer paint in a little bottle. It comes with pre-cut die labels and flowers, you know, like your ephemera, we would normally call that. Stamps and dies and mirror embellishments. All that for $68, which is a great price. Okay, thanks, Dawn. So that is still available. The Christmas Time is Here suite is still available. Now that one is a limited time through November 30th, and it goes away. And I said last week, Paige Stamp Girl actually bought it, and the papers are absolutely stunning. The stamp set is too, but the papers, you know, I'm a paperaholic, so gorgeous. But and you can buy everything individually in this. It's not one. The other one was called a product medley. You have to buy it all together. This is a suite of products, and you can buy them individually. You can also buy the suite bundle if you want everything in it, but you don't have to. So it's a Christmas rose bundle with 2 stamp sets and dies. And then, of course, there's the paper. There's the gold enamel dots. There's the gold 1/4 inch shiny, what's it called, shimmer ribbon, and then there's a bracelet. So lots of pretty stuff. There's a picture of the stamp closer up. Okay. Paper Pumpkin. November's is out, which I mentioned. I didn't open it yet. That'll probably be tomorrow or Thursday, depending on how long I'm at with my mom. I'd like to get it done tomorrow, actually, for the unboxing and the making as intended. It's supposed to be tags. The Paper Pumpkin for December, though, which would ship out after December 11th or around December 11th, because they cut off the signing up for it by December 10th. So from now till December 10th, if you're interested in the Paper Pumpkin kit, which comes with a stamp set, which is going to have 13 sentiments this time, ranging from wedding to get well to birthdays and more. You're going to be able to make 3 full-size cards. I'm sorry. It's 12 full-size cards, but 4 each in 3 designs. I think that's the right way to say it. So, and these are the colors that it's going to coordinate with. Terracotta Tile, Grapefruit Grove, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, Shaded Spruce. So, I think, did I get all the business stuff done? Oh, one more thing. November 30th is my cutoff for updating my catalog mailing list for the new catalogs, which I'm going to show you in a minute. The cover, anyway. Now, if you placed a $50 or more order with me through, what's the cutoff? Through the 24th of November. I can't take it all the way to the end of the month. I just can't. Anytime this year, $50 or more, even if it's 2 orders of 25 or something, I will count it. I'm going to put you on the mailing list selector, which means Stampin' Up! In early December will send out the catalogs I'm going to show you the covers of in just a second, which used to be called the Occasions catalog and the Celebration. It's now called the Mini catalog and the Celebration. So, so many products. Yeah. Well, I think you're probably safe, Lisa. I don't think you're going to have to worry. And are you monetized? I don't think so. So you don't have to worry about losing revenue or anything either. Okay, so let me get on to what everybody probably is waiting for. I can't show you the inside, but there's the cover of the new catalog. Now, this will be effective January through June. Okay, so when the holiday catalog ends, this new mini catalog, January to June 2020 mini catalog, begins. The annual catalog is going all the way through June of up until June of 2020, like to June 2nd, and then this I think starts June 30th, January 3rd to June 2nd, and the annual catalog ends on the same day. Right, no revenue. So, yes, beautiful. Soak it in. Yes, there will be something with poppies, and I'll show that to you in a minute because I got something free. But before we do that, oh, and the celebration brochure looks like that. Soak it in. Celebration, for those of you who don't know, is from January through March. What Stampin' Up! Does is says, if you buy $50 worth of product or $100 worth of product out of this catalog or out of the annual catalog, it doesn't matter. You will be able to get to select an item or items out of the celebration brochure. They have a selection. It's a little brochure. So if you spend $100, for example, you usually can pick 2 things that say you have to have $50 in purchases, or 1 that is like $100. Now, usually what they do with the $100 ones, it's either a bundle or a punch or some dies or something like that that costs a little more usually in the annual or other catalogs. So yeah, that's the celebration. That's the new mini catalog, and that's all I can show you up until January. I can't show you the catalogs. Now, so what did I get free? You're gonna have to wait a little longer. I want to show you what I got in swaps first. Sorry, I'm being a teaser. The one thing I'll say about the catalog is it did change a little bit, because if you notice, this one goes this way horizontally and all the other ones have gone vertically. So it opens horizontally. And there's a reason they did that, and it made sense to me. It still makes sense to me, and it's a beautiful catalog. Really? This is how they did it many years ago? Yes, celebration time is the best time, and unfortunately I don't want to get into the details of what you can get in January, because it's always a good time to sign up as a demonstrator, because if you sign up as a demonstrator before January, you can pre-order things out of this that you can't order as a customer until January. Okay, and you always get that privilege to order a month ahead of time. And for people that go to on stage, like I just did my very first time, which was awesome. I loved it. Anyway, if you get to go to on stage, you can do what they call a product premiere purchase. Yeah. Anyway, it means we had a window of Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today, 4 days, that we had a select set of things out of here, not the whole catalog, that we were able to pre-order. And I did. I pre-ordered. They were still picking it as of the time I came on here. So I don't know. I'll probably get it in a week and a half or something like that. Yes, she wants her party to be good. So that's why I'm showing you things. So now, what did people give me in a swap? Well, first of all, when I went up, I drove alone. It's about a 5-hour ride north, which was a little Friday was a hard ride because it was busy. It was Friday, you know, and around New York City. But Sunday coming back was not bad at all. Anyway, I met another lady who is on Dina's team. Dina's our highest level up in our chain that we go. Lefa is my immediate upline now, and Dina's above her. That's how to explain it, I guess. But this lady, Beverly is her name, she is direct under Dina like Lefa is, okay? And then Dina has two friends named Barb and Kelly. They are Barb Stamps and Kelly Atchison on YouTube, and Dina is Dina Rekow, Rekow. Anyway, the lady that was one of the two ladies that I met that was on Dina's team rode down with two ladies that were on Barb's team, and we all sat at a table at On Stage together. Then there was another lady whose name was Gwen, and she rode up with her husband and daughter, and she was with us also. So we had 5 of us there, which was really nice and fun. And we went out to eat on what night was it? Friday night. And then Beverly and I shared the room Friday night, and then they all left Saturday night, and there was no way I was going to drive 5 hours in the dark because our thing went till 5:30. So anyway, Denise was one of the other ladies that was on Barb's team, and she made this cute little, it has Hershey Kisses in it, which I haven't even opened yet. And that is, yeah, I had that all open to it, and I probably closed it up. It's in the holiday catalog. It's that, I'm going to find it because it's really cute. As soon as I find what I do with my catalog. Not the new catalog, the other one. Oh, goodness me. All right, well, I can't find it. Anyway, it's in there, and I can't remember the name of it, but the tiny little box. And let's open it because I want to see how many Hershey Kisses she was able to fit in. I should have been watching everybody else opening theirs and eating them. You know, there's 4 in here. I think she probably could have got even more. So, yeah. I thought that was really sweet of her because I never met her before, you know. Her name was Denise. And then the other lady that came down, these were young women in my eyes, you know. The other one did 2 things. She made a pair of snowflake earrings out of the trinkets from last year, snowflake trinkets, and I wore them on Saturday, actually. And then her swap was this adorable little sewing kit. Look at that. That's so cute. So that's a neat idea. And it even has the spool thingy, and she's got twine wrapped around it. And then she's got Wink of Stella all over the button. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And this is embossed. The designer paper is embossed, which I never think to do. So that's really cool. And then these are a stitch circle. This one's a stitch circle. This one looks like a punch. And then she stamped on the ends of that. So really cute in a little sewing kit. So, and her name was Gail. And a lot of the people write how, you know, what supplies they used in their swaps, and I didn't do that. I figured if they're demonstrators, they probably know. But yeah, anyway, really super cute. So those were the first things I got. And then Beverly, I had given her one of my tea bag holders that I made for my neighbors that you saw on Sunday if you watched that video. But she gave me, remember this paper? I can't remember what it's called. What is this paper called from the last holiday thing that was, or maybe it was, I don't think it was in the holiday catalog. It was one of those specials. Paige will know. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, she used that and made a little bag, and then she gave me some Christmas socks, which I love to wear different Christmas socks and stuff. So, oh, you know what? She made me something else and I didn't even see it when I was up there. Oh my gosh. Beverly, if you're watching, thank you. I'll send you a message. I don't think she's watching, but so cute. Snowman. It looks like she stamped it with the snowman set. Let it snow. There we go. Not quite yet, please. Wait till January. Anyway, I saw the socks and I never saw the ornament. So cute. So thank you to Beverly. And let me move this stuff out of the way. So that was gifty stuff. And then these are the swaps I got back in exchange. Now, a lot of them only do card fronts. And this one put how to make the card, but she didn't put her name in it. So I don't know who to thank. So if anybody's out there watching knows who gave these out, thank you. Okay, so the way it works is you just take however many swaps you're comfortable doing. Let me tell you, some people said they took 50, some said 75, and I saw ladies walking around with plastic iris kind of containers. One lady had cards in one container and 3D things in another and said, which would you like to swap, a 3D or a card? And that one I said, I'll take the 3D, and I got this cute little notepad holder, right? Really simple to make, I think. It's just cardstock, open up, and a little piece of designer series paper on it. So that is cute. And then I got two daisy ones, actually. So this is one of them. That's the larger daisy punch, I think. Now, that might be the smaller one, and it's laid on twice, the medium one. And then these are all just stamped on. Really cute. It says hello, and it's not a full card. This one, I think, nope, I think this is not a full card either. So this, of course, is the Christmas tree punch, tree builder punch. You can get them off Amazon, Clay. I've seen them. They might have maybe any craft store, but oh, so anyway, Nix, I didn't answer your question. People just walk around at the beginning of the event and at lunchtime and you just say, are you swapping? And if you say yes, then they pull out a card and you pull out a card, and yeah, that's how it works. And also, I didn't see anybody putting anything there, so I didn't put mine up on it, but they have a display board right outside the room we were in. The room was huge. It was like, almost might have been football field size, or maybe 3/4 of a football field. And there were round tables all the way to the back of the room. And there were 5 to 6 people at each table. And there were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were probably 8 to 10 rows of tables across the room, and then from the front of the field, if you will, to the back, filled. And they said there were like about 900 people there, roughly. Yeah. I won everything. Yes, I won everything too. Anyway, this is in the holiday catalog, guys, and she used Wink Estella on them. I love this Merry Christmas, and she inked the edges of the paper here and here with some red color. I guess I don't know if it's cherry cobbler or real red. And then she does have her name on here and what her group is, if you will, the name of her group. This one's from Beverly McGuire. She's on Dina's team, and she was the one that we shared a room. Very nice lady. Hi, Beverly. So this was her swap, and she did a full card too. And this is the, can't remember the name of this set, but I have it and I love it. So yeah. This one is that butterfly set that's in the annual catalog. This is all embossed with the Country Floral embossing folder. Looks like petal pink, light and dark on the butterflies, and then just on black. I love the way the petal pink and the black go together. I think it looks rich. And now this lady that gave me this, she lives 40 minutes from me. and we met in the registration line. We just got talking, and she said, well, where are you from? And I said, you know, where my city is and state. And we're like, oh my gosh, I'm, you know, in this other place, and it's only 40 minutes away. So, but I couldn't find her again. I didn't have my swap cards with me in the registration line because I just didn't want to be carrying all that stuff. So we had gotten our table and then went back out to register, out the doors to register, because they hadn't opened yet. Anyway, long story. So we ended up in line together, and I was trying to find her to give her this one's mine. I couldn't find her again, so I'm gonna email her and get her. Well, I have her address. I'm just gonna mail it to her because she was really nice. And there's another lady we didn't swap. Well, I gave her a swap, but she only had her business card, and she's even only 20 minutes away. So I met 2 people local, which is nice. This is really pretty too. This, I think, is the, I have this and I haven't used it yet. It's a sweater. What's it called? Nordic Sweater or something like that. It's in the holiday catalog embossing folder. And that looks like to me the Seaside Spray and Night of Navy, which of course I love those combinations. And she's got 3 little snowflakes. There's a punch in the annual catalog, and I think that's what that came out of. And probably this stamp did too. So she's got this piece, this Seaside Spray. This is Night of Navy, another Seaside Spray. And then this white piece is also embossed. I don't think that's the same embossing folder, but I don't know which one it is. And that's from somebody in New Hampshire. So that was that one. And then I got a doggy, Friends Forever, cute Dalmatian. So this is from the Pressed Petals Designer Series paper, Specialty Designer Series paper. This looks like soft suede, black, more the specialty paper, and the burlappy looking back of it. I have to use that again soon too. Anyway, she stamped right on the designer paper. This is embossed like with the wood plank embossing folder, and then the black and door and roofer on it. And it's a card front only. And that is a team apparently. And they're in Pennsylvania too, but they're about an hour and a half away. And I don't remember them. So I might send them another card too and just let them know I'm not that far away. My cousin lives in the same town they are. Here's another one. You are an amazing friend. Here's the stitched nested label dies that go with the Free as a Bird bundle that I showed you earlier. This is like a leaf embossing folder. They use, looks like Gorgeous Grape and black together, and Gorgeous Grape enamel dots on a black card base, black, white, Gorgeous Grape, and then black and white of the stitched nested label dies. And that is from someone in, I think, New Hampshire also. Just I'm going by the phone number because I don't know. And then there's this one. We're going to do this technique together sometime soon, I think, because I thought this was so cool. This is that one of the butterfly sets. There they are, Philomena. I think so. What she did is she stamped this, and she was one that made like tons of cards or something. So she said, there's a stamp in the set that has these dots. So instead of coloring all these flowers in, she just stamped over them, probably with terracotta tile, which is what this color is, I believe. Yeah, it is, because here's the new ribbon. I thought, well, that's an easy enough technique, right? And it looks pretty cute. So, yeah, and then this is a piece of designer series paper from the In Color DSP. And let's see. She's in Maine. She's in Maine. This one is a full card. Here's the envelope. And this is that Harvest Hello stamp set that does the pumpkins and the apples. Really cute. And it looks like she used the, whatever this is called, background stamp. And she made this into a basket with the embossing folder, the basket weave embossing folder. And then she put 2 little silver pearls on here to make it look like the like grommets or whatever they're called for the handles hanging down. And then inside, just the best thing about today is you. And I never think to stamp the sentiment down the bottom like that. Buffalo check. Thank you, Philomena. The grape is good enough to eat. It is a pretty purple. I like gorgeous grape. I like Highland Heather too. And I really like purple posy, so it's a shame the ink doesn't work. But anyway, so that's that. And she is in Maine as well. And she was, I think, only 1 or 2 that did full cards. Here's another pretty one. This is the Swirls and Curls embossing folder. And this is in purple posy. And then she's got a plain purple posy here, a little white strip, and I'm not sure what stamp set this is. And it doesn't, oh, maybe it says, hang on. With these little flowers. Nope, she didn't put it. This one has her card and not the information, but this person's in Massachusetts. And pretty little flowers colored in with, looks like blends. And then she's got the tulle ribbon wrapped around the 2 pieces that are on top. So another cute card. I had to figure out what stamp set that is. And then this one is the See a Silhouette stamp, which I don't have, but I do have this paper and I've used it. And this paper is the same one I think that I used with my swap cards that I don't have any more of. And this is Blueberry Bushel. This is Blueberry Bushel ribbon, which we're going to use later tonight if we get to it. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers here. So really pretty. And this person is a 603 area code, which I think is New Hampshire or Massachusetts. I can't remember. And the last one I got is another daisy one. This time on, I'm going to go with Daffodil Delight, or I think it's Daffodil Delight. And then I think this is Gray Granite. And then the daisies are stamped, the little one and the big one, they're stamped in, it looks like Gray Granite and layered on top of each other. And then hello. I don't recognize the hello, but oh, well, actually, you know what? These 2 are both from the same lady. I think she gave me this one when we were out in line waiting to get in. And then she was walking around later and did this one. Clay is in Love with cards and stuff. No, that check is pretty big. That's a big check, I think. To me, that's a big check. It's bigger than gingham, which is like... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't know. I had one here that had some gingham on it. Oh, right here. So that's gingham. That's buffalo check. Yeah, I agree with that. Anyway, so those are the swaps I got. And good nobody else came around because I ran out except for the one I want to send to that one lady. And then we did make and takes. And what they do is, you know, they have introductory stuff in the morning. They had 2 huge screens up in the front of the room. They had a video guy standing up on a scaffolding kind of thing in the center of the room to aim at the people on the stage. But the screens were up because Sarah Douglas, the CEO, was at the one in Germany, but she did a video for all of us at the other on stage. And this company, I really, really like the human factor they put in this company, because a lot of companies do not do that. And I mean, you rarely see a CEO tear up in front of their staff and their team of demonstrators and stuff. And oh my goodness, I mean, I can just tell that Sarah Douglas has heart. That's what I'm trying to say. And that it's good to me. It's a good thing. Because if you lose that, you're focused only on one thing, and that's how this world is running right now. Anyway, okay, let me show you the make and take. So they go over business stuff. Then they have like a demonstration. They do recognitions, you know, people that have been there 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, people that have made 2 million in their career, 1 million. And then I didn't get to go up on stage, but people who achieve certain things, when we signed in, when we registered, we got a letter and it had what we were going to be recognized for. And for certain levels, you just stood at your table and you stood up when they said, okay, anybody who has this in their letter, stand up and wave your hand. And yeah, so it was kind of cool. And a lot of our team got, you know, minor achievements, but still achievements, right? Not $1 million ones for sure. So anyway, okay. You know what? I want to show you the freebies first before I show you those make and takes. If you might have already seen them, but okay. So these are going to be, I can't show you the catalog, but I can show you what I got. This is the only paper I was given, and we were all given it, all of us, at the end of the day. So, if anybody plays golf, yeah, I'll show you one side first, and then I'll go back through the other side. Lots of argyle. Yeah, I never did either, but they have it this time, starting in January. There's the little flags where the ball goes in the hole, hopefully. In my case, not usually. This one, which has the little golf cart, which is truthfully my favorite part of golf, is riding around in the golf cart. Yeah, the golf bag, the little whatever those little things are that you put the golf ball on before you hit it, the golf balls, and then just different old-fashioned golf looking clothing strips. Okay, and I had to test. This is too small for there is a punch that shape. It's called the Tailor Tag Punch. It's bigger than these, so this does not cut these out. But you know what? They're easy images to cut out. And I think that there's a die that's in this shape, but I think it's bigger than this too. So anyway, and then here's the little golf carts. Yeah, well, here you go. Men theme stuff. Wait till you see the other side of each of these. And then look at this argyle. Woo! That could be used for birthdays and stuff, I think, even, because it's so many colors in it. Okay, and then if we flip this mess over that I'm making, we have 2 sheets, a lady golfer and a man golfer, and then just the course or the lake or whatever. The pond, I guess it would be in golf. And they can be colored in. So they can be cut and be put on a card and colored in. We have a plaid. We have a gray argyle. I think that's what that's called. Right there, socks or whatever. Be that color. I love this one. This is my favorite out of the whole thing because I'm not a golfer. Mini golf is about it. Yeah, well, you get 2 sheets of each one, so you can, if that was enough for you, you could use one this way and one that way. 2 sheets of each color. And then this one is golf bags on navy. And this one is my second favorite, which is a blue plaid, blue and green and white and black, I think, plaid. So that is called Let me tell you what it's called. So if you like it, you can write it down. Country Club Designer Series paper. Coordinates with Basic Black, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Night of Navy, Poppy Parade, and a Whisper White. And it's not specialty, so that would be $11.50 starting in January. Okay, so that is the only paper we got, like I said. I don't know where to put it. Oh gosh. Okay, so the other things, well, first of all, everybody got one of these backpacks. Awesome. We were all like, yes, Poppies on the backpacks. And it even says Stampin' Up on the strap there. So when you registered, you got that, and then you got your letter. Like I mentioned, we all got a letter which had our stuff on it. And then we also got, where's my thingy? In the backpack was a tablet with this on it. And a set of 3 pens, although one of them's in my purse right now, with the pretty coordinating colors. And these little pins. And this is a hint, and this is a hint, but I can't show you anything related to those. Hi, Michelle. Poppies are very special. My dad used to wear one as a veteran whenever he was in parades. So you were allowed to trade these, which I just now read. So anyway, I didn't trade because I like my little toucan, and I like the umbrella too, but not everybody got the same pins. There were other ones, so you could, just like when you go to Disney and you collect, you could trade pins, but I didn't even know that until just now. And then, now let me see. I'm going to get this. I have to think which one. Okay. So, and then we got our name badge, and you got, like, some of them have like hanging down to their knees practically. So these were my 3 things I got to stand up for. And that's my title, at least until December. And then I'm probably going to get demoted because I just will. And then they have something called Prize Patrol. And they had numbers 1 through, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. And everybody got different numbers. And throughout the day, I think it was through 5. Throughout the day, they would have us do drum roll on the table, and they'd draw a number or whatever. And whatever number came up, then we got a prize. So, and everybody, like each prize patrol got different prizes, and they were stamp sets. So I'll show you that in a minute. And then I got a button because it was my very first on stage. It says my first on stage. So that is that one. And then in our backpack was this. So everybody there got Timeless Tulips. And one of our make and takes uses this, but we didn't use ours. We used one that was on the table. So did I miss any comments? Okay. So really pretty. It's for Mother's Day, get well soon, birthday, hello, Easter and spring, happy Easter, happy spring, happy everything. What a beautiful difference one single life makes. And may the memories of yesterday comfort you today. These are distinctive stamps. The tulips are. It doesn't say it on here, but I know because I went through the catalog every single page yesterday morning to do my pre-order. I forget what it's called now. Anyway. Okay, so on one of the prize patrols, one group was given 2 stamp sets, but they were told that when the announcement was made, within 15 seconds, they had to find somebody they didn't know at a close by table and give them one of the 2 stamp sets they got. Okay, so I ended up being a lucky recipient, and I got this background stamp called Breathtaking Bouquet. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. I could see that being watercolored or just colored, or even just monochromatic with pretty paper in the background. I love it. I was happy to get that. Okay, and then I'm going to forget how I got these. Okay, so that everybody got. This was somebody else's prize patrol. This was my prize patrol. This is what I won when they called number 1. I got Forever Blossoms. They are cherry blossoms. They're part of a larger suite, which I can't show you, obviously. Yeah, the background is gorgeous. And I can see that. I'm learning now. I could see that with some torn edge papers and stuff, sort of vintagey, or I could see it real bright and colorful, either way. And I love cherry blossoms. I just think they're beautiful. They new life and springtime and all that. This is more geared towards wedding, but it also has friend. Cherish every moment of this day. That's like wedding stuff, right? So this is more of a wedding thing, but you can use the cherry blossoms with things that aren't. Now these are all 3, I think, cling. Nope, I'm sorry. The tulips are photopolymer and they're distinctive. These 2 are cling. And then now I'll show you, well, in a minute, I'll show you the make and takes. On our table, the make and takes, there were 2 sets of times we did make and takes. And they were, the papers were in packages that were tucked in depending on which make and take. So I got to bring this paper home. And then this was on the table, which I had to scrunch. This tower thing that says Stampin' Up. But that's really pretty too. And we all had slightly different colored sort of grid papers that were under our work area, if you will, which is a good thing because the tablecloth was bumpy, so it was hard to stamp. And there's a couple hints on here that I won't say anything about. Now that's coming across yellow, but it's really a bright, it's like pumpkin pie with yellow on it. So there's a hint, and there's a hint too. Okay. So now make and takes. Let me get this stuff off of here again. Is this boring you all, or you liking this, or no, or what? Are you like, Deb, get on to making cards? And I took lots of notes through some of the presentations, not just making presentations, but there were, there's some business stuff and how to do things and whatever. And I took lots of notes. I took notes on Sarah's because she had some quotes and stuff that were I really loved. Anyway, okay, make and takes. So we had, our first make and take was the tulips. And here they are. Now, I kind of messed up, I think, because, see, hers, the sample goes up higher, but I stamped down too low. This is Rococo Rose and Pear Pizzazz on Pear Pizzazz cardstock. And I think it's Smoky Slate for this stamp. The little hello. And then twine wrapped around a couple times. And you can see these are, I did not fussy cut those. So, but I don't have what these were done with other than the stamp. I do have the stamp set because everybody got that when we registered. Okay, really pretty. Nothing on the inside of these yet. So then, let me see, which order do we do these? I think the next one we did was the Poppies. And here that is. And did I show you a Poppies one? Did I get a Poppies? Oh, yes. I didn't show you that, did I? I got a painted Poppies. And how I got the painted Poppies, which, by the way, was what Dina presented, but she was out in Lansing, Michigan. So I got to see her video of it. Somebody videoed her, and I got to see that later. But This is the Painted Poppies. It's a cling stamp set. It's got some backgrounds. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. So what the make and take was on this one, which Dina did present, is she stamped this poppy all over as a background, like you've seen me do that Poppy Parade on Poppy Parade. And then here's 2 pieces of designer paper laid at an angle and then at an angle on the other one. A little piece of Whisper White torn, stamped in gray. And then this ribbon is actually white ribbon, but we stamped it with Pear Pizzazz and this little thing out of the stamp set, all down the length of ribbon, and then we wrapped that around a couple times and tied it. Now their bow is much prettier than my bow, but hey, we were a little pressed for time on, I think it was this group, because there were 2 make and takes at lunchtime, and we decided to do the make and takes before we ate, and then everybody was like starving, so we were rushing, and then they said, okay, we're going to start in 5 minutes or whatever. And we were just starting to eat. So we're like, okay, well, we're going to be eating while they're doing whatever, because we were rushed a little bit on this particular one. The other one we had plenty of time for. So that's that one. Now this other one I'm going to show you, and I'll tell you about that stamp set in a minute. This one, I don't have the paper, but this is another beautiful suite that I ordered 90% of, because I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to really love this suite. Yeah, and you've only seen a couple right next, unless you watch other channels that already got their orders or something, which some people express ship their pre-orders. I can't do that. It's enough shipping just not to do that. So this one fits our team leader, Dina, very well, because at the beginning of all our meetings and her online stuff, she has to apply her lipstick. Actually, it's her lip gloss. So let me get my lips on, and then they start. So I thought of Dina when we started doing that. These are little note cards, 3x3 note cards and envelopes. And we did stamp on the envelopes as well. And they're out of the stamp set that these go to. We stamped all these on. There's Winkestella on this. Life is Short by the Shoes. I thought of Kathy Randall because she has a shoe thing. And we Winkestellaed the shoe also. And I think we did the same thing with the flowers on the envelope. These are cute, cute little envelopes with the label area right on them. And this is Petal Pink. I'm gonna go with Purple Posy on that one, and Daffodil Delight, I think. Again, the Parfum, Hello Fabulous, and Bling Bling Bling. So yeah, I got this. I got most of the things in this set. Should be coming to me. I love the scallop edge of that too. And I liked there's a different design inside than the outside, but it's the same color. So that one has stripes inside. This has polka dots with stripes outside. And then the flowers inside with the polka dots outside. So really super cute. So as soon as I get my products, I will show you more of that suite. It's a suite. And then the last make and take we did, I kind of messed up on this one too, but it's this. And you'll see my stamping on the designer paper goes way up here, and they had theirs way down here. And also, if you look at the labels, they're both a little different. They're both in the new catalog. I can't remember. They're both called Label Me Something punches is what they are. But I can't remember what the third word is on each of them. This has vellum behind it. Again, this is angled. we stamped on it with the gray ink that we were provided, which was Smoky Slate, I think. And they gave us blends. So when I posted on Facebook and I said the picture of everything laying out on the bed, here's what happens, or it happened this time anyway. I don't know if it happens every time, but I think so. At the end of the day, well, when you go in, there's like an iris box and it has stamp sets. It has whatever you need in it except for the paper stuff to make your make and takes. Okay. There's also a stamp chamois in there, which we had to leave there. And one other thing we had to leave there, I forget. And then at the end of the day, they said, I forget how they drew who got to start it, but we basically got to pass that iris bin around and distribute whatever was in it to all of us. And that is how I got painted poppies. And I also got champagne rhinestone basic jewels. You can see some are missing because we used them. I got a spare set of Old Olive light and dark Stampin' blends. I got a spare set of Petal Pink Stampin' blends, and I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what it is. That might have been it, because there were 5 of us at the table. I think there was something else, but I don't know. Well, and then anyway, then we started taking the stuff off the table, like this, and you know, this and all that stuff. So the only thing we had to leave there was the iris container and the Stampin' chamois, and there was one other thing I'm not sure what it was. I forget. We had to leave. So I think I did pretty good. I think I got about as much product in value as what I paid for the registration. So yeah, I think there's so many beautiful things in this catalog. I think you're going to be wowed. And first when I saw them hold up the catalog before we got ours, because we didn't get it right away, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like that. And then when I got it and I started looking through it, I really do like it. And I'll tell you why once I can show you why. But the next thing you'll be seeing about this catalog will be when I get my my PPP order. My pre-order is what I'll call it. I don't know. So yeah, I got 4 stamp sets, some rhinestones, some blends. Oh, 2 ink pads. I also got 2 ink pads. An extra Rococo Rose and an extra Pear Pizzazz, which we used on the Lily card. So yeah, 2 of the other lucky ladies got to take some punches with them, but I didn't get to grab those. Oh well. A free-for-all brawl. No, we were very civilized, and it worked out really well. So I had a lot of fun. And they do stuff to motivate you too, like a couple times, like in the afternoon especially, we were getting kind of sluggish. You know, we had lunch, then they had to give some presentations, and then they made us get up and dance. They showed a video that was from Men in Black, and it's one where this like a dragon, I'll say, but it was some kind of beast, and he was flying down it. Is the guy Will Smith in that? I think so. Anyway, and the thing breathes on Will Smith, and he's just like waves the bad breath away, right? And then he does sort of a kind of a little dance. Well, we did that little dance a couple times with Will Smith up on the video. So it was fun. It was fun. Oh, thank you, Brandy. Yeah, it was a good time. Okay. So you guys want to do a card? Because I think it's 8:50 already. Why don't we just do one? Let me figure out what I do with everything. So let's see, I did swap cards, make and takes, freebies, catalog cover. Yep, I did everything except the make. Okay, so in our team upline Facebook group, they give us challenges monthly, and sometimes they throw out extra challenges. And this, they just threw out an extra challenge, which was if you went to on stage. No, that's a different challenge. I'm sorry, never mind. There's a challenge existing on the, it's called a creative challenge. And the creative challenge this month is to use holiday items to make non-holiday cards. So you all wanted to see holiday cards and non-holiday cards. So I'm combining it into a holiday, non-holiday occasion card. And I had 2 ideas, and I only, this will work out well because I only really got to prepare sort of one, but I didn't make it yet. And then stay tuned to the end because I'll tell you what we'll do for the drawing for next week. Okay. So I decided to use this one and this one. Yeah, I know, like, what? I used the present. I used this, and I used this. Because those backgrounds I felt like weren't too holiday-ish. And then I used the dies that go with Holly Jolly just to cut the present. I stamped 2 out and colored them. And also there's this itty bitty little cute tag in here, so I used that too. But I just used it with cardstock. And I kind of pulled it together, but I didn't put it together yet. So I'll show you in a second what I decided to do. Oh, and I also pulled out holiday paper. Well, I didn't have to pull it out far because I still had it out from when I made the shaker tags for Sunday's Winter Fun collab. So I pulled out these 2. I ended up using this paper because I felt like that looks sort of birthday-ish, right? With just like confetti falling down or something instead of snow. And the second one, I was thinking that we'd use this one, but I don't know if we'll get to that. Oh, and I got that other paper free too. Okay, so here's what I did. I used, the colors in this are Coastal Cabana, so I did a Coastal Cabana card front, right? A2 size. That's just blank white. 8.5 by 11 by 5.5. Scored it 4 1/4, folded. And then I cut this piece of designer paper, which is snowman on the other side, but we can't do Christmas or holiday. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. I can't get it out, so let's just glue that down. Hi, Julia. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Always cards, says Clay. So, oops. And I am using this bottle of Mono to try and use it up because it's almost empty. I was going to try and empty it into another bottle, but I can't. I can't get the thingy. Well, it might come off. I just didn't maybe twist hard enough. I'll have to get my rubber grippy thing from the kitchen to try and get it off. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that down because I'm not going to wrap any ribbon around it or anything. Put it down good. And then I sort of did I pulled out a piece of Blueberry Bushel, right? And that's just going to go here somewhere. Here's the 2 presents I did. And make sure you're seeing that. I colored them with blends with Light Night of Navy and Bermuda Bay Dark because I don't have Coastal Cabana in those. And this is Real Red, Light and Dark, and Bermuda Bay Dark. So this was a scrap. This is, you know, the other week I said, well, maybe we'll make some cards with scraps. This is a scrap of Blueberry Bushel. I didn't cut it. It was already in my paper. I keep my paper like this, and see, I have scraps in there of the same color. So that way I know what color they are, but smaller scraps go somewhere else, but excuse me. So this was a scrap. So I thought, well, I'm going to use that. And then this also was a scrap of Whisper White and I had that actually in my Whisper White. Now, I don't keep too many Whisper White scraps in there, but the pieces that can be big enough to do something, I did. So on this, I took this design here and I stamped it 3.5 times across with Blueberry Bushel, top and bottom. Because I thought that looked like streamers or something coming down for a party. And I'm going to put that at an angle like that. Excuse me. I have to take a sip of water. Sorry, guys.